Whitney House Way and Edgar Martinez Drive. Welcome to T-Mobile Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And taking the ball for Seattle, Luis Castillo. What do you have on him, Siggy?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Just about to get started, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And we're off and running in a brand new season.
Ball, that's too high.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, left field. And that one hops the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the dirt. Man at second.
Nope.
Here's a high chopper. Crawford gets it to first. Two gone now. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Out towards right center field, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy it when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Next offering is foul back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Gausman, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Raleigh in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth, the right fielder,
Andy Pappas up next for the Mariners. This one in the air. Guerrero has a beat on it. And that is the third out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Inside, ball one.
In the air to left center. Canzone should have this one. And there's one away. Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
1-1 now. That misses off the outside edge.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. No score here in the second. A changeup missing, and it's 3-2. And that's ball four.
Ball four.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Andres Jimenez. Ground ball right side, could be two. Naylor tossed to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And here is Ernie Clement. Quick move to first, and he's back in safely. Foul ball there. Jimenez leads off first with two down to the inning. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in there. And that's disengagement number 2. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. Swing and a miss at a slider. Line drive, base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. There's the tag. They get it, and that's the inning. Back here in Seattle, where Mariners fans are celebrating opening day following a season where they won their division for the first time in over 20 years.
An unforgettable season for these fans. They showed up big time. They also got to watch Cal Raleigh dump home runs all over the league, while the starting rotation led baseball in ERA and innings pitched.
If they can throw like that again this year, I'd expect to see him back in the postseason. Here's a 1-2. In the air, right field. Barger moving under it. And there's one down. Dominic Canzone now at the plate.
Number 8, Dominic Canzone.
That one's in there, and that's strike one. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
The designated hitter, Randy Arozarena.
Ball one.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
That is the inning. Back in Seattle, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Just
that's
missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Springer in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez drifts towards it. And there's one down. One out, man at first. Nathan Lucas digs in now. Doubled his first time up.
Just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either. His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Ball.
Got him. Out. Number 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. comes the 0-1. Out in front and foul to the left side. The 0-2. And ball 1. This to third. And that will end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. In the air, right side. Barger under it. One up, one down. Here's the second baseman, Leo Rivas. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Rivas getting the start at second, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And this season he's hitting over .330.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Struck him out without a swing. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Struck out swinging his first time.
That's a ball.
Still tied at 0, last of the third.
Ball, that's outside.
That's down and in. Next offer in there for a strike. Full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. This one in the air right field. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a pop-up. Jimenez settles underneath it. And the inning is over. Start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Fly to left his first time. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out here on opening day. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2.
That's a ball.
Out towards right center field. Rodriguez gets under it. One away. Go ahead run on base. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Walked his first time. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Rodriguez hustles to get it in. Runner holds it second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. In the air, right field. Pajes on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags it second. 2 aboard, 2 outs. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. And fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The Blue Jays with a chance to score first. Top half of inning number 4. It goes down looking. Bottom of the 4th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Payoff pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Pajes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Little dribbler up along third, but it kicks foul. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The tag, and he's out. Here's Josh Naylor. Flied to right his first time.
Number 12, Josh Naylor.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one off the mark. And the count now 2-0. Fought off foul. And a big swing and a miss. Just missing there. Ball 3. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Line into right center field. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
Here's George Springer. Springer in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And the batter now, Nathan Lucas. Lucas in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And a sac bunt here. Donovan. Long throw to first. Just got him on that one. So now with one away and a man at second, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Chop to the left side. Donovan. Over to first. Got the out. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 2. Swing and he popped it up. Rivas has a beat on it. And that'll do it. Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one. That's a really good take.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Called out on strikes.
Up next, the Mariners.
And next is the designated hitter, Randy Arozarena. Fly to center his first time. Time called.
That time.
The corner for a strike. 0-1. The Mariners down by a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Outside.
Late on that fastball.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Grounds one to short. Handles, throws to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Flied to right his first time.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Guerrero puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
All one. Ball, that's out.
Just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And a good start to the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Yasser Zulueta.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in on a dive. Now here is Kazuma Okamoto.
Nope.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
No, that's down.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. That's towards center. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Tags the runner, and it's a double play. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. To the right side, Rivas whips it to first, and that's the inning. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Mariners, Leo Rivas. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Up next for the Mariners.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan.
this situation as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Gets the bunt down the right side, and they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Back in Seattle, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Out to short. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. And takes low for ball 1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 1-1.
Too high. Ball.
Inside,
that's off the plate.
Just missed. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Back to the top of the order, George Springer, the next to hit.
Ball.
And that is out of play. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 outs, base is empty. Nathan Lucas will hit next. 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Back in the fall, I'm ready for real. We really the squad. We really the ones count on it. Look at the moves, handle it. All of the ops handle it. Put us on wax, candle it. We need to get like
bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact.
That hit him.
That ball got it.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Next for the Mariners.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pappas.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Tying run at the plate. Just missed.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The Jays trying to protect a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. And now it's Josh Naylor.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play. Here, ball on the ground in the infield.
New pitcher now, Mason Fluhardt.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Mariners,
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Rob Refsnyder.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
High fly ball, right field. Barger makes his way towards it, and that's the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Ball 1.
Got him swinging. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Oh, that's it.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Just missed. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez moving under this one. 2 up, 2 down. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
Number 5, Dalton Varsho.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Inside, ball 1.
Strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action. Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Rodriguez settles under it. And that is that. Back in Seattle, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Randy Arozarena. In now. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The 1-2. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 3, shortstop,
So up next, J.P. Crawford. And that one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The Blue Jays leading by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Puts a bunt down. Throw to first in time. Leo Rivas, the next to hit.
the second baseman, Leo.
Bunts it straight back to the mound. Fires over to Guerrero. Out number 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Gabe Spire into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Spire, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, and he works in a slider. The 1-2. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 3 and this one. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So digging in, Ernie Clement. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Popped in the air, left field, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. Edwin Diaz on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's out to center field. Varsho settles under this one. One down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Donovan at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Comes up empty. Sit down on strikes. Down to the last out for the Mariners. 2 down, bases empty. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Drops a bunt down the first base side. The tag, and that's the ball game. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm from the MISSISSIPPI. Long as we do not divide, like gon' get denied, get defied. We bout to book down on your king, I can know the kick king. You is not my friend. I pull my pants up, then I did my dance on the. Said the devil cannot get me. I'm too clean in these bowls. I suppose you wanted to see it lose, but I refuse. I've been cool since David had 22s on that lag. I brought it back. Cadillac leather in July. Burn up your back. Burn up your back. Burn up your back. You know that colder denim. I'm a southern soldier. I told you, but first let me tell you what got me up out of it. Got me out of it. Let me tell you what got me up out of it. Got me out of it. Let me tell you about a time I was trying to get rich. Now the whole team lit. Let me tell you, let me tell you, they pull up hollering about their silence. How you get away with all that? I say, baby girl, you know southern different. I'm tipping. Anytime I talk, you know they listen. After I was born, had my baby window TNT. In fact, my daddy copped a lack when I was only 5 years old in a jack. Bring it back. I say stunting is a habit, told them get like me. I've been since I wore a tall white tee. Let me tell you what got me up out of it. Got me out of it. Let me tell you what got me up out of it. Got me out of it. Let me tell you about a time I was trying to get rich. Now the whole team lit. I say stunting is a habit, told them get like me. I've been since I wore a tall white tee. Wanna ball like me, but they fall like leaves. I showed up so clean they wanna but they can't, cause I got that